Have you ever felt like the light inside you was fading, like the prayers you once whispered were lost somewhere between heaven and silence? Sometimes it feels like hope itself has packed its bags and left without warning. But take a deep breath and listen. Even when you cannot see it, God is still moving. There are nights when you lie awake wondering if He still remembers you, when the weight of unanswered prayers presses so hard on your chest that even breathing feels like surrender. You've tried to stay strong. You've smiled when your soul was breaking. You've told others to believe, even while your own faith trembled in secret. But faith is not the absence of pain. Faith is the decision to hold on when nothing makes sense, to keep walking through the storm, even when you can't see the shore. And right now, as you listen to these words, I want you to remember, even the smallest flicker of belief can light up the darkest night. Close your eyes for a moment. Can you feel the ache, the tiredness, the quiet longing for peace? That space, the one that feels empty, is where God is closest. He doesn't need your perfection. He desires your surrender. He is not counting your failures. He is holding your tears. Sometimes, God is silent because He's working in ways your heart is not ready to understand. Sometimes, His delays are not denials. They're invitations to trust deeper. When you think you've reached the end, He's just beginning to write a new chapter. You may not see the purpose now, but one day you will look back and realize that even your pain was a form of protection. Before you give up, remember this: the same God who raised the sun this morning can raise your spirit again. The same hands that shaped the mountains are holding your heart, and no darkness can erase what He has promised over your life. So breathe again, whisper, even if it's weak, I still believe, because in that whisper heaven leans closer, angels stand still, and God, yes, God, hears the trembling voice of your soul and says, I'm here. But wait. There's something you must understand about hope, something sacred, hidden in the silence that follows every prayer. It's the mystery that turns despair into strength and tears into light. You'll see it soon. Hope is not born in moments of ease. It's forged in fire. Every test, every delay, every tear, it all refines the soul like gold in the furnace. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. And preparation always feels like breaking before it feels like blessing. There's a reason why your heart still beats with longing, even after disappointment. Because deep inside, your spirit remembers that you were made for something more than pain. You were made for restoration. You were made to rise. Do you remember the last time you felt God's peace wrap around you, not because your life was perfect, but because you suddenly knew you were not alone? That's what hope feels like. It's not loud, it doesn't shout. It's a quiet knowing that whispers, this is not the end. Maybe you've prayed for years and nothing has changed. Maybe you've waited for a sign, a door, a miracle, and all you've heard is silence. But silence is not absence. It's the sacred pause before God moves. He is not ignoring your pain. He's aligning everything for your good. Take a deep breath and let your heart listen. You are seen, you are heard, you are loved more deeply than you realize. Every tear you've cried has a purpose. Every why you've whispered has reached heaven's throne. And though the answer hasn't come yet, God has already begun the miracle inside of you. Sometimes the greatest breakthroughs don't start with lightning or thunder. They begin with surrender. When you finally let go of what you cannot control, you make room for God to take over, and He never enters a heart without transforming it. So tonight, or whenever your soul feels heavy, speak these words quietly. God, I don't understand everything, but I trust you anyway. Say it again, softly, as if you were reminding your own soul to breathe, because trust is the bridge between pain and peace. The story of faith has always been written in invisible ink, revealed only through tears, time, and grace. Abraham waited. Joseph was forgotten. David hid in caves. Even Jesus, in his final breath, said, "Father, into your hands I commit my spirit." Faith is not seeing, it's believing when the light hasn't yet returned. And in this moment, as your heart opens again, I want you to imagine something. The same hands that once stretched across the heavens are gently touching your life right now. He's not far away. He's closer than the air you breathe, closer than the beating of your heart. Because when your faith begins to fade, God doesn't step back. He steps closer. He gathers the broken pieces and he whispers, "I can make something beautiful from this." Hold on to that whisper. Let it echo in your soul until it becomes a song of hope. Because soon we will pray together, not out of fear, but from the certainty that God still moves mountains for those who believe. And when that prayer begins, something will shift, not around you, but inside you. Before you pray, pause, close your eyes, feel your heart beating, not out of fear, but because you are still alive, still chosen, still loved. This moment is not an accident. You are here because heaven wanted to speak to you. Now slowly whisper these words with me. Lord, I come to you, not with strength, but with surrender. My heart is tired, my spirit is weak, but even in my weakness, I still believe you are good. Breathe deeply. Let every exhale carry away the weight you've been holding. All those silent worries, all those sleepless nights, give them to him now. You don't have to hold it anymore. Father, I confess that sometimes I lose hope. I look around and see more storms than stars, but I know you are still the God who calms the sea. Even when I can't see the way, you are guiding me home. Pause for a moment. Feel that stillness, that warmth you sense inside. It's not your imagination. It's his presence wrapping around you like light in the darkness. You are not alone in this prayer. Lord, I surrender every fear that keeps me from trusting you. Every wound that still bleeds, every memory that hurts. Take them all and turn them into wisdom, strength, and peace. Let those words flow from your soul, not your lips. Let them echo into every part of your being, because every time you speak to God, you invite healing, not just for your situation, but for your heart. Now repeat softly, I am not forgotten, I am not abandoned, I am being rebuilt by grace. Say it again, with conviction this time. Because something sacred happens when faith rises inside a broken heart. It's as if heaven itself leans closer, listening to every syllable, turning your cry into a song of hope. If you've been afraid, let this moment be your turning point. If you've been doubting, let this prayer become your anchor, because the same God who raised Jesus from the tomb can raise your faith from the ashes. You don't need to understand everything. Just trust the one who does. Take another deep breath. Now imagine laying your worries at his feet. All your anxiety, your fear of tomorrow, your guilt from yesterday, it all belongs to him now. You are not carrying this alone. And as you do, whisper one last prayer with me. Lord, renew my faith. Light a fire of hope within me again. Teach me to see miracles in small things, and when I feel weak, remind me that your strength is made perfect in my weakness. Stay there for a moment, quiet, present, open, because in that stillness, the miracle begins to bloom. You may not see it yet, but heaven is already moving. Something is changing, not around you, but within you. And that change is the sound of your faith coming back to life. Listen, there's a quiet strength rising in you now. It's not the kind that shouts or demands. It's the kind that stands even after the storm. The kind that whispers, I'm still here, and so is God. What was once broken is being restored. What felt empty is being filled. Because faith never truly dies. It only sleeps until hope calls its name again. And right now, hope is calling yours. No matter what you've lost, no matter how many times you've fallen, you are not beyond redemption. You are not forgotten, not invisible, not unloved. Heaven remembers your name, and every heartbeat is proof that your story isn't over yet. Take another deep breath. Feel that peace? It is the peace that doesn't depend on circumstances. It comes from knowing who walks beside you. Whisper with me one last time. God, thank you for not giving up on me, for holding me even when I couldn't hold on, for reminding me that faith isn't about never falling. It is about rising again with you. Let gratitude fill your chest. Let light return to your eyes. Because this moment, this simple prayer has already changed something within you. Maybe not the world outside yet, but the world inside has shifted. You are walking lighter now. You are breathing freer. You are remembering that even in silence, God is still speaking. Through your heart, through your hope, through the very act of believing again. And when you wake tomorrow, I want you to carry this truth like a flame. God's plans for you are not over. Every delay has meaning. Every struggle has purpose. Every prayer is heard. So hold on to this faith. Protect it. Feed it with gratitude and prayer. Because one day soon, what you prayed for will meet you face to face, and you will realize it was worth every tear. If this prayer touched your soul, share it with someone who needs to remember that God has not forgotten them either. Because faith grows when it's given, and hope multiplies when it's shared. This channel, Daily Prayer, is your quiet space of faith. Come back whenever you need to breathe, to believe, to begin again. You are never alone here. You are never alone with God. Take one last deep breath, let go of the fear, hold on to hope, and remember, even in your darkest night, God's light still finds you.